My father didn't leave me much, but what he did give me was priceless wisdom. One thing he told me stuck with me forever, Bob Dylan said, from poetic lyrics that captured the spirit of a generation to a voice that's instantly recognizable, Bob Dylan isn't just a music icon. He's a symbol of artistic freedom. Often called the father of modern folk, Dylan's storytelling earned him not just Grammys, but even a Nobel Prize in literature. At 83, he's still full of surprises, recently making quiet appearances on tour in small towns. Get ready to explore the fascinating life of a man who reshaped music, poetry, and the very idea of timeless artistry. But to truly understand Dylan, we need to go back to where it all began. Early years and roots. Born Robert Allen Zimmerman on May 24, 1941, in Duluth, Minnesota, Dylan grew up in the mining town of Hibbing. Raised in a close-knit Jewish family, his early life was filled with a love for music. He taught himself piano and guitar, influenced by legends like Hank Williams and Elvis Presley. In high school, Dylan formed bands and played rock and roll covers, showing early signs of his musical instincts. By 1959, he enrolled at the University of Minnesota, where he became part of the local folk scene in a neighborhood called Dinkytown. It was there he adopted the name Bob Dylan, a tribute to poet Dylan Thomas. His passion for folk music led him to New York in 1961, determined to meet his idol Woody Guthrie. That move set the stage for what would become a legendary career. Breakthrough and innovation. Bob Dylan didn't just enter the music scene, he changed it. His second album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, featured Blowin' in the Wind, a song that became an anthem for the civil rights movement. In 1965, Dylan released Bringing It All Back Home, merging folk and rock in a way that was unheard of. His bold shift to electric guitar shocked some fans, especially during his infamous performance at the Newport Folk Festival, but it also inspired a wave of change in the music world. Dylan's catalog continued to grow, from Highway 61 Revisited to Blood on the Tracks, albums filled with raw emotion, sharp observations, and a poetic touch that only he could deliver. His impact went beyond music. He won an Academy Award for Things Have Changed and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2016 for his songwriting. The business of Bob Dylan. Dylan's influence isn't just cultural, it's financial. As of 2025, his estimated net worth stands at around $500 million. A huge portion of that came from the historic sale of his songwriting catalog to Universal Music Publishing for an estimated $400 million in 2020. He later sold his master recordings to Sony Music for another reported $150 to $200 million. He's also a tireless performer. Since 1988, his never-ending tour has brought in hundreds of millions, with over 3,000 performances under his belt. Even today, he earns around $100,000 per show. But Dylan isn't all about music. In 2018, he co-founded Heaven's Door Whiskey, a brand that brings together his love of craftsmanship and storytelling. The company now generates millions annually. The man behind the music, Bob Dylan, is a master of reinvention, not just in sound but in spirit. Offstage, he's an accomplished painter. His artwork, often reflecting small-town America and introspective themes, has been featured in exhibitions around the world. He's also quietly philanthropic. Though not vocal about his donations, he's participated in major charity events like Live Aid and supports causes aligned with human rights and social justice. Dylan's personal tastes are as varied as his discography. He draws inspiration from literature, poetry, folk legends, and modern culture. Though he rarely gives interviews, his presence on social media, particularly on the platform X, formerly Twitter, offers the occasional peek into his mind, often marked by wit and subtle reflection. Love, loss, and connections. Dylan's personal life has been just as complex as his lyrics. In the early 1960s, he was romantically involved with artist and activist Susie Rotolo. Their relationship inspired some of his most heartfelt songs, including Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Rotolo also appeared beside Dylan on the iconic cover of The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. He later had a close romantic and creative bond with Joan Baez, another folk icon. Together, they brought folk music into the mainstream with unforgettable performances and duets. In 1965, Dylan married Sarah Lones. The couple had 4 children together, including Jacob Dylan, who went on to become the lead singer of the Wallflowers. They divorced in 1977. Later, in 1986, he married backing vocalist Carolyn Dennis, and they had a daughter. Their marriage remained private until many years later. His friendships have also shaped his legacy, most notably with Johnny Cash, with whom he shared a deep mutual respect and a few musical collaborations. Homes and hideaways. Dylan's homes reflect his personality, private, historic, and full of character. In the 1960s, he lived in a Manhattan townhouse in the Turtle Bay neighborhood. He eventually bought the 5-story property and later sold it in 2006. As of 2024, it's back on the market for $7.25 million. In 2006, he purchased a 16-bedroom mansion in the Scottish Highlands, Altmore House, as a peaceful escape. With its Victorian greenhouse and croquet lawn, it embodied Dylan's love for solitude. He sold it in 2023 for over $5 million. Today, Dylan's primary residence is believed to be in Malibu, California. Secluded and serene, it's where he retreats when he's not touring, a place to think, paint, write, or simply be still, rolling wheels and classic rides. Bob Dylan has a passion for vehicles, too. Over the years, he's been spotted with a variety of cars and motorcycles that echo his free-spirited lifestyle. From the 1964 Triumph Tiger 100 motorcycle to the 1966 Ford Mustang convertible, his collection mirrors his love for classic American style. He's also owned a 1953 Rolls-Royce Silver Dawn, understated and elegant, much like his persona. In more recent years, he's driven models like the 2007 Mercedes-Benz E-Class, showcasing his appreciation for both luxury and reliability. Legacy of a true artist. What sets Dylan apart isn't just the awards or the fame, it's his constant evolution. He's never been afraid to change, to challenge expectations, or to explore new artistic paths. Whether he's picking up a guitar, painting a new canvas, or crafting a bottle of whiskey, Dylan pours his soul into every endeavor. His music has influenced generations, his lyrics have been studied like literature, and his life remains a masterclass in authenticity and staying true to one's voice, even when the world isn't ready for it. Bob Dylan doesn't chase trends, he creates them. From small-town Minnesota to global stages, he's walked his own path, leaving a trail of unforgettable music and meaningful art. And at 83, he's still moving forward, quietly, mysteriously, and completely on his own terms. Subscribe for more legendary artist stories. Only here on Rock Fame Diaries. Thank you and God bless.